limit and a 1.5-inch reach advantage for Leija. Leija, by the way, 2.5 to 1 favorite from the MGM Sportsbook. To the WBC rules for this championship by 10-point must system. 3 judges will score. No standing 8 count. No 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight, and a fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the last round. So here at the MGM Grand Garden in Las Vegas, we're getting set for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. To our ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the world's largest hotel, casino, and theme park, the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, for Unfinished Business, a big night of action brought to you by Don King Productions and King Vision in association with SET, Pay-Per-View, Corona Beer, and the MGM Grand. At this time, we present the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World. This bout is sanctioned by the World Boxing Council, President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor Juan Sanchez, along with the Nevada State Athletic Commission, the Chairman, Dr. Elias Ghanem. Presenting to you the judges scoring this bout from ringside, Carol Castellano, Chuck Jumpa, and Anik Hongtongkam. Presenting to you the referee in charge to give instructions after the introductions, working in this his 70th world title bout, introducing Joe Cortez. All right, fans, here we go with the WBC Super Featherweight Championship of the World, scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Introducing to you first the challenger on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. He enters the ring wearing green trunks with red and white trim, fighting out of Silmar, California, by way of Yerba Buena, Jalisco, Mexico. His weight, an even 130 pounds. His record, 38 wins, 2 losses, with 21 wins coming by way of knockout. Welcome the former NABF Super Featherweight Champion, who is ranked the WBC #1 Super Featherweight contender in the world, introducing Gabriel Ruelas. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corners, the defending world champion, wearing black trunks with gold lettering, fighting out of and representing the beautiful city of San Antonio, Texas. He weighed in the same weight of 130 pounds, and his record includes 28 wins, no losses, 2 draws, and 13 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight he is making his first defense of the title. Please welcome the undefeated WBC Super Featherweight Champion of the World, introducing Jesse James Leija. Once again, here's a referee in charge. Now to give instructions, Joe Cortez.
All right, Leija. Ruelas. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Keep those punches up. Shake hands. Good luck to both of you.
Very large contingent of Mexican fans here at the MGM Grand on hand to see Chavez later, also showing their support for the man who will fight, Jesse James Leija. Gabriel Ruelas, who was born in Mexico. And really, this could come down to a contrast in styles. Leija likes to force the action and has faced and defeated several big names in the division. Ruelas, a good defensive fighter who likes to go to the body, but he might be robbed of that opportunity by the man they call Jesse James Leija. Leija relies heavily on speed, very patient and poised, as we saw in the last fight with Azuma Nelson. Really doesn't look for the knockout, but certainly has the knockout power. Overall, Leija very aggressive, has enormous skill, can unload clean and accurate punches, knows how to box, moves in and out well, defenses well, but also knows how to fight and brawl if need be. He can go mano a mano.
You can see Ruelas already starting to try and go to the body right away. Lands a big left hook up top, but he's trying to work that right hand to the body. There's still a lot of respect and patience being shown by both fighters here.
Big chess game going on here. Neither one really letting go yet.
Ruelas on the attack to the body. Uppercuts to the midsection.
Just as we said that, he went into a serious attack, and those were zinging body shots.
The crowd chanting for Ruelas. He said he'd like to try and start fast, which is exactly what he's doing. Try to take the earlier rounds and in the end press harder. He's worked on fighting inside and out, but against Leija, he hopes for a brawl. That's what he told us yesterday. He wants this inside fighting.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's forcing the action. He's going to make a brawl out of this. He's getting some great body work in. Good defense. Hard to hit. He's looking good.
Yeah, he's going to make Jesse James work hard tonight. I mean, Leija has not got an easy puppy in front of him right now. He's got a guy very determined to take this first round. Very smart of him. Very smart.
Plus the added incentive of the crowd behind him chanting Mexico. Is Leija faster and stronger? We just saw a beautiful duck under defensive move by Ruelas, who comes back offensively now.
Boy, he is putting some hard body shots in there.
I'll tell you, those body shots take the toll late. It was a good right to the head.
And again, the exquisite defense, the bobbing and weaving of the head movement of Ruelas.
He's getting in. He's getting in all his hard shots. Leija has not been able to solve that yet.
Ruelas has an explosive left hook with knockout power, but he likes to work the opponent's body, as you can see.
Something we've also seen from Leija over the course of time is he has good patience. You make a mistake, and this kid will make you pay for it.
And his patience is what knocked down Azuma Nelson in his last fight. He just waited for the right moment, and there was a good shot by Leija. But Ruelas again putting on a show defensively. What a furious start to this fight.
Tremendous pace.
Well, we expected this to be one of the best fights of the night. It's shaping up that way. Oh!
Big right hand. Ruelas is hurt.
Ruelas, who has controlled most of this round, suddenly rocked near the end of round one.
He's recovered very well.
Boy, but he got rocked, Bobby. His knees buckled on that shot. Talking about. Keep your eyes right on the right hand. There it is. A perfect. You see how he wobbled when he got hit? Look at that. He's still not in shape right now. But this is the first round, and he's lucky that didn't happen in round 7 or 8.
Round 7 or 8, your body doesn't react quite as well.
Wow, what a good blazing first round. What a blazing first round. Thanks to the attack of Ruelas, who wants to take that first round. It's very smart of him.
It is round 2, scheduled for 12 for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. Leija in the black trunks, Ruelas in the green. Tremendous pace to that first round. Ruelas in charge until the final 15 seconds. Ruelas, according to Leija, doesn't take the best punch. Two ordinary fighters, you should keep in mind, dropped Ruelas in his last 2 fights. So he doesn't see this fight going the distance.
You know, Bobby, as far as I was, here's another warning by Cortez. As far as I was concerned, Ruelas did so much work in that whole fight that one punch like that doesn't affect the scoring. As far as I'm concerned, one punch doesn't turn a fight around. It's 2 minutes and some out of fighting that the other guy did.
Ruelas won the round. I think that was pretty clear. Unless that punch would have dropped him, you're not going to change the scoring. That will change the scoring.
That will change the scoring. It was an effective punch, but not enough to overcome what Leija's have done all round long.
But a very determined champion, Jesse James Leija, looking to go to work. He feels that Ruelas telegraphs his punches like Azuma Nelson did. Leija says he'll counter before Ruelas throws and keeps the jab in his face. Now going in, the feeling was that the speed of Leija would be the key, but Ruelas seems to be getting off first most of the time.
Well, I'll tell you, it seems that Jesse's waiting a little too long on him, looking for the opening to try that counter, trying to time him on the way in. Right now he's missing that timing, and he's getting, well, it's not bad, but he's getting beat right now.
Yeah, but you remember what we saw with Azuma Nelson. This guy's got that patience to let it start flowing, let it start coming, and when it does, boy, he is on target. When he starts cooking, he's really cooking. It may take him, nice right hand. It might take him 2 or 3 rounds, but he'll get on there. Leija is a beautiful fighter.
And again, the body shots, but those are being blocked by Leija. Some low blows there by Leija, and Joe Cortez has to jump in.
Joe Cortez on the wrong side to see that.
Yeah, Leija hit him in the back of his hip and rear end.
Yeah.
Joey doing a little housekeeping, pulling up the trunks of Leija. Combination by Ruelas, but those were warded off by Leija.
right now, Ruelas is using a lot of energy, big bombs in every shot. He's throwing a lot of hard punches. And of course, you get tired as the rounds go on.
Well, on the other hand, Leija is throwing a lot of punches and hitting nothing, and that gets you tired. That squat down thing that he's doing there, that Leija is doing, it's causing Leija to miss some big. Oh,
down goes Leija!
Unbelievable right hand.
What's the time? 20 seconds to go in the round. Late in the round, fortunately for Leija.
Boy, what a perfect shot, Bobby. What a perfect shot.
I'll tell you what, he hit him right. I think he missed it completely.
Ruelas going in for the finish. Not letting Leija off the hook.
He's going to make it to the bell.
And there it is.
Let's take a look at that surprise knockdown, but it wasn't a small one. It was a big knockdown because it was a perfect punch. Right in the hook to the body. Now just keep your eyes on Gabriel Ruelas. Here comes the uppercut. Perfect. Right uppercut on the bottom. Couldn't do it better, Bobby.
Well, you know what he did? He didn't see it again. He ducked into it. He held his hand up, figuring the right hand was coming up, put his head down, and bam, it caught him looking.
It went right under the guy's. It went right under his guard.
Yeah, he parted the seas with that one.
Yeah. See, as he put his head down to avoid it, he caught it. I mean, he thought he was inside his guard, and he caught it. Well, big round.
The question now, can Jesse James Leija bounce back?
Oh, yeah, it's too early in the fight for that to make much difference. I mean, it does make a big difference. He's way behind now. I mean, way behind 20 to 17. Still, I mean, he's got to feel, hey, I felt that punch and that hurt. So it's got to have that effect on him.
Leija down with 29 seconds to go in the second round.
Leija has been down before early in his career, get up and do the job and knock his opponent out. So we'll see what he's made of right now because the test is here.
Boy, a lot of questions being answered here this evening. We were wondering if Ruelas was at the skill level of Jesse James Leija before the fight. And Ruelas told us that's why we're here. That's what we're going to find out. Well, so far, it's been Ruelas' fight.
But it's early in the game. It's only the third round, gang. There's a lot of fighting left.
You can see how he's eyeing up that big right hand. He's looking to land that right hand, and right now he's landing it at will.
You know, Bobby, is a danger to that crouching down. When you're crouching down like that, if you get hit, you really go right on your can. He's taking a chance when he crouches down.
And I suspect that one time he's going to go into that crouch. There's going to be an uppercut waiting for him as well.
That's the one I'm talking about, Bob.
Well, eventually, you feel that Leija, a very, very crafty fighter, is going to figure it out.
We better figure something out. He hasn't figured anything out right now.
Unless he gets knocked down.
It's not a good start for his first defense, that's for sure.
Many a rocky start changes, so let's see. But let's not be too early to judge. This is still right up in the air.
2 rounds does not a fight make, I guess, my boys.
Heavy body shot by Ruelas to the ribs.
He's not pardoning him any body shots.
I'll tell you what, it's those body shots that set up that knockdown because Jesse was always guarding against that right side. Getting hit, getting hit, getting hit. Boom. Uppercut. Ripped it right up. Instead of going downstairs, and tore it right up.
Ruelas also fought very well against Azuma Nelson. Although he did not win, Leija defeated Nelson to win the championship.
Leija trying that right uppercut again, figuring, well, I got lucky once. Let me see if it's there again. It wasn't.
Shots to the head now by Ruelas, going downstairs and up. There's another head shot by Ruelas, right off the top of the head.
I'm very surprised Jesse's not using his jab more. He has a much better jab than he's displaying here, and he could keep Ruelas off balance a little bit so he doesn't land such big punches.
You think he's just trying to get himself back together? He has had nothing in his punches right now. I think he's just kind of marking time here.
Well, I think he's looking for something, Fred. I really think he's looking for something and waiting, and sometimes that's a huge mistake.
Well, he's known for his poise and patience.
Work on it. Come on, work on it.
And that is it. Career, but we're not sure if he's in the same league as Trinidad because of the level of opposition. Well, the level of opposition here has been torrid. But Gabriel Ruelas has had the upper hand. He has one knockdown to his credit.
Well, it's about time that Leija begins establishing himself, because he's letting this thing slip by. He's certainly not dominating. He's certainly not intimidating Ruelas, who seems to be having his way. So it's time to have one of those rounds where you turn it around. Let's see if he can do it.
Ruelas has simply not let up on the pressure from the opening bell.
Leija's come out, and at least for the first few seconds of the round, it looked like he had the intent to really press the action, and now he looks like he's going to settle into boxing. I think he can use his jab much more effective than he is, just not using it.
He doesn't seem to have the fire, the spark that he had, you know, at the very beginning or in his other fights. A knockdown will do that to you, as you know about it.
You know, it can take the starts out of a lot of men. I believe Jesse's a good-willed human being. I think he has some serious strength, inner strength, and he's going to do what he has to do to at least make this fight close. But right now, he just looks a little too confused to me.
Wild miss by Gabriel Ruelas. Leija told us to look out for that, those wide attempts. That uppercut didn't make contact by Ruelas. That could have been damaging. But you're right. I think we should be seeing more jabbing and moving from the champion, Jesse James Leija, to set up and unleash one of those bombing rights that he's also famous for. There's the jab.
He's not doing any counter punching either. He's letting the other guy punch and get away with it, and then setting up again. He's just not fighting a good, cohesive fight.
No.
It's not like Jesse James Leija at all.
This is not the Leija we saw against the legendary Azuma Nelson. Right hit by Leija. That's the one. Then a right uppercut by Leija.
Now that should fire Ruelas to come back.
Came up with two nice uppercuts on the inside, one to the body, one to the head. Ruelas appears right now physically just to be a little too strong for Jesse, and I think that's going to be a big factor late in the fight. Can he maintain that strength?
Not only his strength, but the thumping body shots, Bobby. I mean, he not only is stronger, but he's weakening him with the body shot.
Yep, there's that duck under move, and he got caught with it.
Yeah, sooner or later, you got to get caught with that.
But it was a glancing blow, not flush on the face.
You know, you're so stationary. When you duck like that, you're so stationary, you're so exposed to a shot.
And normally a big man that's taller doesn't make himself shorter than the shorter man.
Uppercuts and then overhand rights by Ruelas, who continues to pound away at Leija.
It's just something, it seems that Ruelas is finding it to work for him. It's very effective, and people have a difficult time hitting him. They don't expect a tall man to get that small, so they shoot over his head all the time.
Ruelas continues to look impressive. Just making Leija backpedal.
It was the first round. Leija looked like he might take the man, and then all of a sudden, once he got hit, Ruelas came back.
Round 4 in the books.
There was a much better round. There was much better round. You got to keep pushing the fight now, okay? What round is this? What is it? ¿Qué va a hacer?
Yes, the expressive, dramatic, and colorful Joe Goosen, the lead trainer in the corner of Gabriel Ruelas, will hold up here in Leija's corner. Again, they're fixing the trunks.
Well, he also felt like his man Leija had taken the round off. I didn't think he took it off entirely. That was close to an even round, but I did think that he won, that the champion won. Jesse James Leija won his first round there.
Leija certainly offered his best punches in that 4th round, about 150 into the round.
For the first time, he looked like he knew he's behind, and he's offering punches with heavy, evil intention. He looks like he's woken up to the fact that, hey, I can lose this fight.
Yeah, he looks a little more purposeful now. He looks a little more spry. I think the knockdown was a big shock for him, and sometimes it takes a little while to come back from it. And he seems to be doing much better now, a little more at ease with himself.
The knockdown occurred with 29 seconds remaining in the 2nd round.
And Goosen's advice coincided with what we saw. Hey, don't take the round off. We train real hard. Go every round. Take this guy's heart away from him. Well, he was on the way to doing that, and he took a round off.
Leija undefeated, 28-0-2, 13 knockouts. Ruelas with the combination to the head. Ruelas 38-2, 21 knockouts. Trying to take the title away from Leija. And again, it's Ruelas on the attack. Counter punching with the left hook is Leija, but having no effect.
Right now, Jesse just doesn't appear strong enough to deal with Ruelas, but maybe he's laying a trap, maybe he's waiting, maybe he's hoping Ruelas will punch himself out. But
Ruelas landing repeatedly here with shots to the head.
Can't keep absorbing this much punishment, Steve.
Bobby, I think you hit it with the right word. Out-strengthened.
Oh, good right hand there by Leija.
3, guys. Get the round out.
He is bullying him. He's pushing him. He's showing that he's the master. As long as he does that, he's got control of the round. Look at that. Look at that bit of defensive skill.
Get him out of there.
Leija must be getting very frustrated not to be able to hit anything when this guy crouches down and moves around.
Oh, good right hand by Leija.
And I'll tell you what, Ruelas' right glove touched the canvas. It wasn't a knockdown, but he bends so low that that's a danger for him.
Your hands are free, guys. Watch your hands inside.
It has been non-stop action, a poking left jab by Leija that snaps Ruelas back, and then Ruelas comes back with a right,
watch your
but
hands
it was blocked.
All right, hands are free. Come on, work out.
Oh, they are just exchanging here right above us.
I'll tell you what, there were bad intentions on all of Ruelas' punches. Every punch.
As Mike Tyson would say, evil intention.
And Goosen is screaming from the corner. Come on, we worked 12 months for this. Every punch counts.
Oh, down goes Ruelas. 20 seconds left in the 5th round.
That was a partial slip, Steve, but he hit him while he was moving away and pushed him to the floor.
Ruelas shaking his head, agreeing with you.
I don't think that was a knockdown. I think that he got hit, and it was partially a slip. Look at what good condition he got up.
Ruelas again on the attack as the bell sounds. He's very upset that that was ruled a knockdown.
Gabriel, you see what happens when you bullshit around? You get a knockdown call against you. You're kicking his butt from one end of the ring to the other, and you lay off. You go right, you go left quick. Don't go right and wait on it. Look, you got this kid cut, banged up. You got more heart, and you got to work for 3 minutes. I'm going to give you 1 minute in the corner, and I need 3 minutes from you. Do you hear me? I want it from you. No pulling back.
All right, let's take a look at that very, very questionable call. Let's see what was questionable. Let's watch it the way he goes. No, that was definitely a punch. It's definitely knocked him down.
Well, you know, Fred, if you take a good look at his feet, he was actually kind of leaning forward, leaping in, and just kind of off balance, a push kind of knockdown.
Yeah, it was like a football thing where you hit the line and you get pushed down. But, Bobby, it is a knockdown.
It counts.
It counts.
That earlier uppercut, just seconds earlier, may have set the table.
Yep, may have. But I tell you what, he was winning the round so big that doesn't go down as a 10-8 round. So it did help him immeasurably in the scoring. Jesse James Leija, he's pulling close.
Here we go, round 6 for the WBC Super Featherweight title. Jesse James Leija in the black trunks, Gabriel Ruelas in the green. We've had 2 knockdowns. Leija and Ruelas have both been on the canvas.
And there is some blood coming from the left eye of the champion, Jesse James Leija. And it looks like it's in the eyelid, Bobby.
Yeah, it's the left corner eye. It's the same place he's been cut a few times. I know Joe Souza, the cut man. I not only know of him, I know him personally. I'm sure he'll get the job done and take care of that.
He had a
good cut man.
Bad cut around the left eye in his last fight with Azuma Nelson. And as we saw, Joe Souza did an outstanding job to keep that under control the rest of the fight.
Bobby, he seems to be hurting Leija when he goes to the body real hard. He withdraws like a wounded lion.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think Leija's getting a little stronger now. I think him knocking down Ruelas has added to his confidence, give him a little bit of an adrenaline rush. But on the inside, something really interesting is happening. Ruelas is throwing big bombs. A lot of them are hitting arms, elbows, and the gloves. And the little short, sharp counters of Leija are going to start to add up.
I think Ruelas is taking Leija out of his set game plan coming into this fight. He's really throwing him a curve. I mean, we know about Ruelas' tremendous defense, but putting on an offensive show here tonight is the challenger, Gabriel Ruelas.
You can see him winding up with that right hand. That one he telegraphed for about 2 miles.
And again, Ruelas just winding up and letting fly. So confident. That little right got in there, the overhand, the jab of Leija, no damage. A mean look. I mean, look at Ruelas. He is so determined.
And Ruelas landing an awful lot of punches with nothing in return. I mean, you got to score that. I mean, he keeps coming on. You know, Leija looking for that one, like the one that knocked him down. In the meantime, he's losing the round big. Look at him.
And he's opening up, Leija. His face is open for shots from Ruelas.
And the blood is starting to come now.
Yeah, Jesse's having some problems right now, but I'll tell you what, I don't know at this pace how Ruelas can keep that up for 12 rounds. Can he really keep that pace? Jesse may be counting on and banking on the fact that he will slow and make a move. I just don't know.
Let's get 30.
But in the meantime, Bobby, he's paying a heck of a price to the body. If he's playing a waiting game, he's got a big toll to pay after 7 or 8 of those body shots that landed.
You have to wonder if Leija thought that Ruelas would be this much trouble. That the jab pushing Ruelas back, but back comes Ruelas, and then a solid shot by Leija. Look at this exchange. Furious toe-to-toe. Ruelas says, come on, bring it at me. He's game.
Boy, is he game. Boy, is he game.
Ruelas goes back to his corner with a smile. Leija more serious. They cleaned up the eye a little bit, but it continues to bleed around the left eye of Leija, the same area that was damaged in the Zuma Nelson fight. Oh, what a combination by Ruelas.
Stinging punches.
They're just mean. Every one of those punches. I think his strength is just too much for Jesse right now, and he can't deal with it. He has to assume a defensive posture to not have those big bombs break his body down.
Purdy, how do you see it unofficially at the halfway mark?
I think Ruelas had 58-55 over Leija's by 3 points. But I didn't score that knockdown in the 10-8 round because I thought the challenger Ruelas was way ahead of that round. So at 10-8 round becomes a 10-9 round.
Bobby, you're pretty close to Purdy.
I have a 57-55 for Ruelas as well. I think he's fighting a great fight. He's taking charge. He is commanding the respect of Jesse. He's winning this fight.
He knocked Leija down late in the second round.
Boy, this is going to take one of those Leija's miracles to win this thing. This is not going to be easy, folks. Not going to be easy. This contender is here to go home with the title.
Again, winding up with the right hand Ruelas, but Leija was ready that time.
Leija has yet to be the aggressor. He's always falling back, getting punched.
Now the pace is slowed down a little bit. Amazing pace up to this point, midway through the 7th.
Well, they finally got a slow round here. The first few have been just blistering. Now we have something that's a little soft as we approach the second half of the fight. And again, that conditioning factor at that pace is going to be tremendous.
Give him a chance to regroup here.
Yeah, but he's standing still. Ruelas making a big mistake. He's standing right in front of him still. Looks like his legs are kind of leaden. He's bouncing around like he was before.
Uppercuts, body shots by Leija.
And he's letting Leija get back into the fight as the aggressor, which he had stopped him.
Oh, a heavy right hand by Leija, but Ruelas showing the chin.
I'll tell you what, Jesse said that Ruelas didn't have a good chin. Ordinary fighters knocked him down. He has shown me a decent chin.
We're right back to it. They took about 1 minute off, and here we go again.
Well, all you have to do is sting Ruelas, and that wakes him up. And says, uh-oh, I was loafing.
Ruelas pulling a Jake LaMotta.
You'll see a lot of blood coming out of Ruelas' nose now. So the punches are getting home both sides.
Less than 30 seconds to go in round 7. Scheduled for 12 for the WBC Super Featherweight Championship. It has been a scorcher. A tremendous way to start our quadruple header, leading up to Chavez Taylor.
A lot of blood. Excuse me, a lot of blood coming out. I'm sorry. A lot of blood coming out of the nose. I didn't see that till he turned around. A lot of blood.
Blood from the nose of Ruelas, blood from the left eye of Leija. Leija in a pose looks a little like Chris Eubank there.
Sure, don't make it go, okay? Let him out, cameraman. Don't fight that motherfucker. He got nothing.
We go into round number 8. Round 7 was highlighted by lots of blood from the nose of Ruelas. We'll keep an eye on that and the cut around the left eye of Leija. It has been Ruelas' fight to this point. Let's see what happens from this stage on.
You got the idea that Ruelas took that round off. I mean, although he fought back and it could have been an even round, I think the champion won that last round, and he has to win some of these. I mean, he's got to hope that Ruelas takes a round off.
And Joe Gushin made a point to say that into the face of Gabriel Ruelas.
Our excellent corner work also showed cuts over both eyes, not just one, but both eyes of the champion Jesse James Leija.
Yeah, the corner's job is not only to train and to watch what's going on, but it's to motivate. And I think that Joe Gushin's trying to motivate his fighter to go out there and win that title.
Well, from here on out, Bobby, it looks like that old heart and desire is what's going to make the difference here.
I think conditioning is going to be a factor, too. I think Ruelas used a lot of energy. I think Jesse used a lot less, but took a lot more punishment. Those two factors could offset, but right now the table's turned just a pinch toward Leija's favor going into the stretch.
Leija needs a championship heart to pull this. He's got to really keep banging, forget what's happened up to now, and take the rest of this fight under control.
There's the snapping jab of Leija, but Ruelas comes right back with a right hand, missing with a wild left midway through the 8th.
See, the punches that were landing before that Ruelas was throwing now are not landing, and they're coming less and less frequently.
So we'll see if Leija can take advantage. There's a right hand that made contact by Ruelas.
Uh-oh.
There's no crouch.
You can't stay down there.
I'll tell you what, it's an awkward thing. I used to hit the guys on top of the head. I still swear by it, but you got to make sure you don't break their hand.
And on rushing Ruelas once again. He has been on the offensive most of the night.
And now bothered by blood is the champion, Jesse James Leija.
Oh, he's rocked. Leija is staggered. He walked right into that shot.
Right into it.
I'll tell you what, that got his attention real quick.
He's wearing out here. He is beginning to wear out as the champion.
Two very messy faces. Ruelas with blood streaking out of his nose. Leija around both eyes now, the blood. And Leija is taking a beating.
If Gabriel can just keep his energy level up, if he can just keep this up, he will wear him down. Because as Bobby pointed out early, he is out-strengthening him. That's the word here, folks, strength.
The other eye's cut too now on the champion Leija. He's got blood coming off both eyes. Joe Souza has his work cut out for him today.
Whoa.
Oh, Ruelas with a nifty left. Back comes Leija with a left. There's that crouch again by Ruelas, and it continues to work.
He confuses Leija. He tries to hit him, then he can't. Oh, big round for Gabe Ruelas.
Listen to me.
Mira, you gotta bring that cup.
Let's go. Knock this now. Two hands up and fight. Don't stop. Fight.
Oh, Leija really looks to be in difficulty. He's got both eyes cut now as we go into round 9.
And even his corner told him, hey, they can stop the fight on this cut. Well, on the right, as he pressed it, a stream of blood went down, meaning it's building up in there. You press it and it comes out like that. You got a hematoma working in there. That's bad news.
And Ruelas, who really, he seems to be pacing himself so well, taking a little time off once in a while and then coming back strong. And he is oozing with confidence right now.
Well, I'll tell you, Leija's corner was very serious and definitive. You knock him out or let him knock you out, but don't waste time. Go out there and fight this fight. I don't think he took the advice right now. He's boxing. He's trying to still find the answers, and well, right now they're slipping away.
You know, it's so hard when he doesn't have the answer. He's frustrated. He's confused. This guy's got all the answers. I mean, you know, it's easy to tell your guy to go out and fight, but the guy says, how? I can't hit the guy.
Ruelas in outstanding condition, looking to take the title away. Leija with an overhand right, and Ruelas says, doesn't mean anything. Ruelas comes back strong again.
Come on, get him outside, get him out of there.
The strength is just too much. It's getting more and more obvious. Oh, strength.
Oh, what an overhand right by Ruelas.
Oh, look out of there.
That tagged Leija. Leija's punches with no steam.
Leija in the retreat, and the guy in command of the fight, if his energy lasts, is Gabe Ruelas. Unless he has a serious gas tank trouble, boy, his fight is his.
Ruelas came in thinking that he deserved a second shot at Azuma Nelson. Ruelas didn't get it. Leija did. Leija won the title. Now Ruelas wants the title from Leija.
Well, at this point, right now, as things are laying out, we have a quick changing of the guard.
And again, a barrage by Ruelas. Yes, who is looking to dethrone Leija.
If somewhere in Africa they have a dish that can pick this up, and Azuma Nelson's watching it, he's on the way to the boat. He wants to come back. I'm back, and I'm fighting Gabe Ruelas.
Where's my ticket?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Leija with a right hand, but Ruelas able to duck away.
Those body shots are really taking their toll.
Beautiful combination by Ruelas. Ruelas, born in Yerba Buena, Mexico, grew up in Sun Valley, California, lives in Silmar, California.
It will now take a miracle on, you know, just look at his shoulder on that one. It will now take a miracle, those kind of Hollywood finishes where you're just about beaten and then you knock out your guy. That's what it's going to take.
A la Chavez Taylor won.
I was just going to say that. I think we saw that St. Patrick's Day 1990.
And in the movies, but very seldom in the ring.
The jab by Leija, but having no effect whatsoever. Let's see if he's trying to set up the bombing right.
That's what he wants, that right hand. That's what he wants.
Final seconds, round 9. All right, Jim, earlier tonight, Vincent Petway did beat Gianfranco Rossi to take the title. Ruelas is hoping to join the Norrises, Terry and Orland, as brothers who hold world titles.
Let's go, come on.
Yeah, Cortez made a mistake there. He thought he had been hurt by a low blow. He stopped him, and it really wasn't that low. And Leija wasn't bothered by it, so wisely he withdrew.
Round 10 underway.
All right, I'll take him a point.
Oh, no.
Taking a point away.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
Take him a point.
He had warned him.
Low blow. He don't punch us up. You hit him on the side here. That's twice.
You can very
Let's
vividly
go.
hear Joe Cortez, low blow,
Let's go.
issued by Ruelas.
Boy, again and again we're seeing this in championship fights. I hate that. I wish they would warn him more clearly so the audience could see it. I mean, in the middle of all this, a punch on the side. I mean, you know, a low blow is in front.
Well, I'll tell you what, this should spur Leija on. A 2-point round at this stage of the game could be a big swing, give him a little momentum, try and cut the gap. But right now, he just doesn't seem to have it.
Yeah, and if Leija wins the round, all it did was have a round for nothing because it's an even round.
Leija used to going into the late rounds. 12 of his last 15 fights have lasted at least 8 rounds. We're into round 10. Leija doing some dancing around. Still seems to be in pretty good shape despite what his face looks like. Well, that left hand got in by Leija.
Yeah, but he got hit about 3 punches before that left hand flew.
Yeah, he's not landing, Steve. He's just not landing. He's got to be effective. He's got to get the punches. He's got to score the points. It's not happening for him.
They're not coming at the apex, right? It's just not landing cleanly.
He's short, I mean, you could see they're short by an inch or two, and it's very frustrating to Leija. He moves in close and gets hammered by an uppercut. That's a good punch.
That one was low and that was hard.
All the way down here, man.
Oh, come on.
All the way down there. I'll tell you again.
This guy, that's play acting.
Let's go.
I'm not telling you again, said Joe
That's play
Cortez.
acting.
And Leija will take all the time he needs.
That was a big swinging right hand. And I'll tell you what, that one I'll bet you hurt, Bertie.
You okay?
Yeah, but it's on the hip. I mean, have you ever
I think that one reached around and got him in the front.
All right.
This guy's getting beat. If they let him get away with this, I mean, it should be. They've already taken a point away. Let's see what happens.
20 seconds left in the 10th round.
Did he take a second point or did he leave it?
No, he didn't. He didn't.
A foul-marred round. Gabriel Ruelas shooting low blows at Jesse James Leija.
He's been working the body so well. Oh,
that was close. And Ruelas saying that was at the midsection, but Cortez didn't say anything.
I'll tell you what, it's getting more and more confusing for me.
That was wild.
Well, what Ruelas is saying is, hey, I got hit low and you didn't say anything.
Yeah. But Ruelas almost expecting Joe Cortez to step in.
Well, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Yeah, you've had a big dialogue going with, I mean, this guy's got more lines than De Niro in a picture. Cortez is talking more in this round.
Well, we've got our own version of Raging Bull going on here.
All right, so the round goes to Gabe Ruelas, but to take a point away.
He hit him low. Come on, cut it out. He hit him. He hit him on the side. Come on, get in the corner.
He can get disqualified.
Get down over there.
Joe Goosen, Ruelas' trainer, up in arms.
And there's Ratner on the ring apron.
Yeah. Joe, don't take this shit from us.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now.
No, don't tell us.
Him on the side real low.
Bullshit. You're bothering. Hey, Joe, he puts them down. Hey, Joe, he puts them down.
All right, let's take a look at that point deduction. Bobby, watch it. See, it's in the hip, right up top on the crest of the hip.
That one, I didn't think was the one he hurt. The next one,
they took him.
The next one,
the next
one he hits him here is definitely right in the middle.
See, that one's
on the side too. But you know what? He's hitting him on the side of the front of the cup, Bertie. There's some problems.
I don't know, Bobby. I don't agree with that.
We may have a better fight here at ringside in a moment.
I don't believe hitting on the crest to the iliac is going to cause you to limp around like that. I'm sorry.
Round 11. We go to the championship rounds.
It's still under the belt.
Gabriel Ruelas from our vantage point ahead on points.
Well, let me tell you, he isn't skipping going to the side. He keeps on punching the side. There he is again.
He hit him in the thigh again.
Yep.
It was dead in the thigh.
Yep. And Goosen said to him, now don't do this to us. Don't take this fight away from us.
He wasn't as nice as that, Bertie.
Yeah, I was.
Thanks for cleaning it up. Joe Goosen all over Joe Cortez.
And he has every right to be. You know, you got to holler. It's like basketball, and you got to holler at the referees to make them even think about it a little bit. You can't just lay dead.
They're looking for the next call.
Yeah, I mean, he's right.
Well, Joe is doing his job working the referee as well as he has his own fight.
And let me tell you, Joe Cortez is one of the best going. Experience. He's done 70 fights, and I know he's right in almost everything he does.
I have a lot of respect for Joe Cortez myself. He's refereed many of my fights, and he's a quality referee.
Here's a pretty good combination by Jesse James Leija in Ruelas' corner. Another frantic exchange, both landing.
But look who's getting the worst of it.
I'll tell you what, that defense is really perplexing Leija. He just can't seem to zero in on him when he ducks down like that.
Oh, he likes it there because he was getting the best in that exchange. Making Leija miss and then punching back.
Midway through the 11th.
Look at the shots Leija's taken. He's got the other guy cornered.
There's a beautiful left hook to the belly by Leija. Maybe a little bit too little, a little bit too late.
Now Ruelas able to escape that dangerous corner. Leija with blood coming down the eye. Now it's coming down more on the right side.
They've done an excellent job on the corner.
Oh, what a left uppercut by Ruelas.
Oh, boy.
The deep crouch able to spring backwards away from it. The crowd loves it.
Big defensive moves.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's what Pernell Whitaker did to Julio Cesar Chavez, and Chavez, too, could not figure it out or solve it.
Just move in and out.
Exactly right, Bobby. That's exactly a Pernell Whitaker move. Now, look, back to where I like it. Come on in.
It's a nice combination by Leija, but he's just got to stay there.
Yeah, look, he's just ushering Leija into the corner.
And he's making him miss everything.
And you know the irony here, this is something Azuma Nelson would like to do, right? He sets traps and then unleashes bombs.
Well, right now, Ruelas is he's in control. He's looking fresh. He's smiling. He's laughing. He's taunting Leija.
More blood under the right eye now of Leija coming from the top portion.
Your hand up free, right? Your hand up free, come on. Oh, rig up.
This is tremendous action, too, this late, I'll tell you. Really good.
It's all right, it's all right. Get out there. Hey, you take it now. Come on.
Well, Bobby, we have seen some strange decisions here, but it would be a surprise to me.
I'll tell you what, the way things have gone in Las Vegas over the past 2 years, a split decision or a draw wouldn't shock me.
Wouldn't shock me. Although I must say I have Ruelas way ahead.
I have him past the point of return, you know. He's just there.
12th and final round, which could determine if Leija keeps his championship belt.
Well, I'll tell you what can keep it if he can drop Ruelas here at least once.
Well, each has been dropped thus far tonight. Oh, down goes Leija, but it may have, I don't know if it was a push. No, he got him with a shot.
I'll tell you what, that was an awkward punch, too. They were both coming together, and then, bang, he's not even that hurt. I think it was just a force to push him to the canvas.
Last knockdown, 35 seconds into the last round. And they're up here at the MGM Grand. Let's see how Ruelas handles this now. He comes right back at him. Oh, another right hand by Ruelas, a chopping right. Didn't have full impact.
I'll tell you what, though, that punch really got Jesse's eyes to quiver for a minute. That punch hurt him.
But give him credit, he's come right back to the battle. I mean, he has not backed out. He came right back to the battle and seen if he could score a knockdown. I mean, just when we said somebody needs a knockdown, the guy got it that wasn't supposed to get it.
Leija's been down twice now.
Come on.
It's one of the greatest things about boxing, no matter how the talent stacks up on paper, the styles in the ring can make anybody's fight.
Well, we said it going in. You just don't know in this fight. This was a perfectly balanced fight. Two beautiful fighters giving it all. You can't have a better championship fight than this one. Leija's game. He must know that his championship is gone. He must know it.
Leija desperate for the knockout as we approach the final minute of the fight. The chant of Mexico as they get behind Ruelas.
All right, come on, look at it, come on.
throw it till you can't stand up anymore, but therefore it's such a fast-paced, hard, bruising fight. How much could they possibly have left at this point?
From our viewpoint, all Leija could wish for now is a Chavez-type finish against Meldrick Taylor back in 1990.
You know what, Bobby? As hard as they've fought, can you count any clinches you can remember?
I'll tell you what, they haven't done a lot, that's for sure.
The first title defense for Jesse James Leija is slipping away. Gabriel Ruelas, rated number 1, 24 years of age. In his second world title shot, looking to dethrone Jesse James Leija. Final seconds of the fight, and when the bell sounds, this crowd will erupt.
When Leijas is knocked down in round 2. This was the beginning of where you got a hint that something is going on, and that was a perfect uppercut.
Take another look at it. You watch, he's ducking from those body punches and ducks right into a right uppercut, and it puts him on the seat of his pants.
And in round 12, this was what put the Quaitas on the whole fight right here. After this, there was no doubt about it. A good right hand. Now they're about ready to start.
You look at it again, the same punch that's been doing all the damage all day. The right hand, Ruelas loading up with it, throwing it hard, catches him right on the button. Down goes the champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we have a unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Anik Hongtongkom scores the bout 116 to 108. Chuck Jumpa scores the bout 115 to 109. Carol Castellano scores the bout 115 to 111. All three in favor of the winner and new champion, Gabriel Ruelas.
There's no TV interview.
Gabriel Ruelas opens our night of boxing at 146 and a